are live.
Where you at? Oh, I think it's everywhere. Holy moly.
Is that you're still hearing that?
Yeah.
It's because it's on the stream. Okay.
Are you live on your channel?
Yes. Are you live? Are we live on your channel?
Yes, it says I am. Let me check.
The picture quality is pretty bad. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're just blurry. Just two brown blobs. Slightly better. Are you hardwired?
Yes.
Do you know what kind of bit rate you're getting? Because you got like fiber connection, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at it too. It's pixelated.
Oops. Seems like your streams, one of your streams is having connection issues. Stand by to restore the connection.
Oh, that's what it's saying on the Restream IO.
Yeah. Maybe it's Twitter.
Oh, you're multi-streaming to multiple platforms.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot out to Twitter and YouTube has been what I've been doing lately. I should be able to handle it. Oh, is that just YouTube? Take a look at it on Twitter. It's really clear on Twitter.
Yeah.
Is that just YouTube? Take a look at it on Twitter. It's really clear on Twitter. Yeah. Okay. So it was YouTube was having the issue. Let's see. Is that because we're not verified streamers?
Oh gosh.
We don't have the following to justify. We're not verified streamers.
Oh gosh.
We don't have the following to justify. We're not verified streamers.
Ooh, that's a long delay.
Yeah, between when what we do and what happens on the live stream.
Mm-hmm. Man, it is a 25-second delay on Twitter.
Okay.
You hear me, Twitter? Get your life right.
And YouTube is
7.
7.
I count.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but the picture quality is terrible on YouTube.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
All right. Here, share your screen. Let's push this thing to the max, see what happens.
I just plugged in my tablet. I'm about to.
Okay.
Alright, now I can pull it.
Yeah, I feel you. Might have to be a short one tonight, but I think we found our rhythm, right? Like this is the way to do it.
Yeah, this is a lot cleaner, and if you have recording capability too, so then it can just be straight to video editing, straight up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it archives it on the studio side. Yeah. The unfortunate part is if somebody's following along on YouTube, they're not going to be able to see anything.
What do you have your windows up that you use for your programs? You got them up?
No, I'm looking at the stream. I'm watching the stream. What? Why?
Well, like if you were animating right now, do you have the windows and whatnot up? I know I see TV Paint.
Yeah. So yeah, if I pull it up, pull out my stylus.
Yeah, because if you
Draw
start
a line.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to see how far we can push it. Pull up all the things you need. My remote. And then I'll push my remote and make my guy move.
I guess that's clear enough, but why are you hating YouTube? YouTube's like, you guys don't get the bandwidth. The bandwidth goes to our major hitters, dude.
Yeah.
Small time
We'll be honest.
streamers. You know what I'm saying? We both have to become e-girls in order to get the following.
Oh gosh. Well, I already don't have the hair, so I'm out.
Nah, man, Twitter's got TikTok. I mean TikTok. YouTube beat, dude. Picture clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It did look better. I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
And doing stuff in real time, you just got to keep pressing on, not worrying about the lag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a significant. But see, I guess because of the lag, they can pump out the better video quality, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. Um, is your system's chugging as you're scribbling on the screen?
No, I'm getting. I mean, it's no, because my
Cool.
web browser doesn't eat up as much as like OBS.
Nice.
Although I do have OBS open, I could probably close that.
Because the other night everything was technical failure. So many technical difficulties.
Oh, the other night everything was going wrong, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's because too many resources were being pulled on your system,
Mm-hmm.
possibly. Yeah. Nothing's an issue on my end today. I'm actually good. As I'm
Yeah,
slipped through, my guy is going through his wacky motions. So
that's weird because we're not streaming through OBS, but OBS was like, if you shut down, you'll shut down your streams.
nice.
Oh, you're animating?
Yeah. My googly stick. It's crazy stuff.
So how long is this animation going to be? Because I see you got like 8 frames, 9 frames.
Yeah, 9 frames, and the audio I think is 10 seconds long. I don't like the way I sound in it, so I keep re-recording it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's pondering life, and he gets mad. Shoots down like, why? It's like every time I hear someone say, "I can't draw a stick figure," I don't like it.
So
Like
so are you so you have it in here. It's because it's hard to retime things in Clip Studio, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you're gonna draw your keys out here, and then you're just gonna spread it out over your.
Yep. All those test cycles and stuff I've been doing, I do them just like this, where I put the keys in first, and then any in betweens and breakdowns. Well, breakdowns in interference, of course, and then I use a timing chart and I time it out.
Okay, and then that timing chart tells you that drawing 8 needs to be on frame like 36.
No, drawing 8 will be on drawing 8, framing.
Are you doing 24 frames a second?
Yeah. Let me show you the timing thing.
Yeah.
Go here.
So the way I usually do it is like, so if it's a 10-second long shot, then you would see 240 frames. And then, if it's an 8-frame thing, then the soonest you would see shot frame 8 would be like, God, I can't even do the math in my head. The last
I got
20.
a cheat sheet, don't worry.
Okay, all right.
That's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, oh yeah, it's 36 frames. I got a sticky note, digital, and it says it all.
Okay.
Take this guy down. Yeah. Trying to find the timing chart. There you are. Okay. So this is the end. Here's the beginning. All right. You're gonna see 2 of them because one's right, one's wrong. So
Okay.
frame 1 is on frame one, and then two is on frame two, three is on frame three. So let's go through walk cycles, 24 frames a second. Two, three
Yes.
is on three. And then when it's spaced out, if there's nothing there, it's just a hold. And then you'll animate again on whatever frame you come back.
Yeah, but this one is a 23 frame loop, right?
Yeah.
Let me, so that I can see your whole screen. So if it's a loop, 24 frames or 24 frames is the full walk cycle. And because of the way you set it up, it's going to loop nicely, right?
Right.
But you're doing a 10-second animation of character acting, which isn't looping.
No.
So, he might hold that first pose for a second, turn for a second, then, say something for like 3 seconds, and then move forward to the screen in the last bit of that, right?
Yeah.
So that essentially is what your timing is, that each one of those is going to be 24 frames. So if you can, it's not bad to break it down, but the way I usually do it, because is your audio already imported?
No. I
Okay.
already deleted it because it sounded bad.
Yeah, so I always pull the audio in, and so whatever picture is associated with whatever bit of audio, that one picture should stretch across, right? And then if within that, I guess, breakdown, there are other movements, right? Like, hey, what are you doing? I think you're crazy. That's not, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it should be the first time. And then if you decide that you're going to add more, where it's like, hey, what are you doing? I think you're crazy, right?
Yeah.
You get all those in between, because you could do it this way too, but then you draw your drawings on those first frames, but then you have to spread them out. But each frame holds for a period of time. So and there's multiple ways to skin this cat, but that's how I do it. I say I have 360 frames. There are 8 keys. The first key is held for this many frames. The second key is held for this many frames. Third key is held for that many frames. And then once I know that big time, then okay, the in-betweens, then I go and I do a picture. And it doesn't, not necessarily in the middle, but what is the in-between? And that's where your timing chart comes in, right?
Yeah.
So for that first one, for the first 23 frames of this particular animation, it's going to be a slow in, ease out, and into a fast out, slow in, right? So at least that's how I approach it. But if this is working so far and you've got a plan for how you're going to get to that 10 seconds, I think you're good. The acting looks good, all right? So I'm saying this ultimately to say, like, approach it in whatever way works for you in the beginning, and then refine your process over time, right? And I've just
adding all those frames and in-betweens and stuff, since it's like my first real independent one, like I'm doing it all myself, not a tutorial that I'm doing, then I'm just going to make it very static. Going to go from one to the next pose, to the next pose, to the next pose, kind of thing.
Yeah, because if you hit play now, shouldn't it whip through pretty quickly?
Oh, yeah. It's gone.
Yeah. And so, and that's another reason why I spread them out, right? Because I want them to sort of like represent the amount of time that I'm going to be working through. Because you set your project is set up for 10 seconds, right?
Yeah. 10 seconds. There you go.
Do you know about I talked about the Toei animation timing X sheet chart, right?
Yeah.
What? Oh,
Yeah, I
God,
got
we're
that
both yawning,
imported
man.
from before.
What's that?
I had that
This.
imported from before with the DAE, and I was looking at it from Tonori animation not too long ago. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah. So essentially, what it would let you do is it's kind of a pain in the butt to set up the animation. It's kind of a pain in the butt to set up for animation in Clip Studio. I think you've gotten pretty good at it. But with that Toei timing X sheet, you just export that Toei file and then import it into Clip Studio, and it like sets up all your timeline and it creates keys. And when you import your images, you know how it gives you that stack?
Yeah.
Then you just say this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here. That's another reason why Clip Studio is the last phase in my process. It's because I want everything worked out in programs that are a little more forgiving, or that I understand better, before I jump into the complexity of Clip Studio. But yeah, it's looking good. Don't let me confuse you or tell you to go to a different direction. Keep pressing on the way you're going about it, and then work it out as you come upon it. Because there's nothing wrong with just getting a sort of an understanding of it that way. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, and the way you're saying it is how I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, it really is. I just know what numbers need to go. When I time it out, I'm like, I want it to be 1 second long. So 1 second is going to be 24 frames. Then I'll put that particular drawing there. However long it holds until the next breakdown or key pose will be coming on and on until we have 10 seconds. Like 300 something frames.
Yeah. And my recommendation and my advice that I don't personally follow, but do as I say and not as I do, is to set up a camera and act it out, right? Like, I know, and get used to hearing your own voice, man, and doing your own acting, because as an animator, you are a voice actor, you're a screen actor, and you're an animation actor, right? So
storyboard artist.
Yeah, embrace that, because animators, storyboard artists, illustrators are actors with their pencil.
Yeah.
Right? And so physically act it out, set up your camera, do your thing, what the guy says, I hate it when people say all they can draw is, what is, and just act it out on camera. No one ever has to see it. And then if you really don't like it, your timing is going to be right, but you can get another person to do the voice if you're not comfortable with your voice. But if you do it yourself and you have that reference video and that reference audio, it makes it so much easier to put it together. Not have to think about all that stuff in your head.
And that sounds good, because that's exactly where I'm leaning towards. There's a different voice modifiers out there and all that other jazz. So once I have it down with the right cadence and the right timing of how I want to do it, I'm literally going to change my voice to whatever app I find that's free, and be like, yeah, because I kind of have like a mid-tone voice, it's not real low, but it's not real high either. And I want it to be on a higher side for him, for this really stick. So
Yeah.
I can't make my voice go that high. I'm going to find a modifier.
Yeah. No, and I think, or you could try and do it, hey, my name's Stickman, you know what I mean? Like that, those inhibitions are another thing that, as in this field, it's, you are an actor on the stage of animation, and embrace that acting piece. Have you ever done any acting?
No.
No.
No. I'm not good at acting, but I can put on a performance. It's gonna be a good performance.
That's what I'm saying. Like, right, that's it right there. That's how you do it. You know, that's all it is. Like, you put on a performance, man. Perform for yourself, and then that performance that you do for yourself will show up in your animation. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll run that tomorrow. I got almost a free day tomorrow, almost. So I just re-record and get it going. I'll get to the point where I call it "I don't care," even though it's the exact opposite of the phrase. I care a lot, and I'll just like I'm doing it like this, and I won't care about how I'm sounding or how I'm looking or how I'm acting. I'll just perform it like you're saying, and then after that, like 67 YouTube shorts and 800 TikToks will come out and be like, "Oh, he found his way again."
Yeah, awesome. You know, another thing I like about this this Restream versus OBS, it's a little bit more stable. Whenever we would, with this, like we can quickly switch. I don't even know if I have the strength to draw tonight. I think I exhausted my energy. Yeah, working on this, but I did work a little bit more on this last night. But it's super rough. But
got it there.
Yeah, I need to find a consistent design for this character. But I would. Oh my god! And this is the old man artist yawning show, and maybe my yawns have been contagious, but
don't take it personal. Everyone's yawns are contagious.
Yeah.
But maybe we can stream earlier.
Yes. What do you think? I think 6 p.m. What I've been finding is that a lot of my East Coast folks, yeah. What do you think about 6 or 7?
That sounds great. I was thinking 6:30, 6:30, because that's our all my TikTokers and YouTube guys. That's when they're on, so it's like the prime time to do so. It might as well be in the mix where people are scrolling, trying to find something to watch while they eat dinner.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. And then we'll be a little bit more fresh and vibrant. Also, so on the 11th, I am headed back to California, and I think I won't be able to stream like this because I won't have my setup. But maybe we can figure something out. Maybe you can invite Brianna or AD to come in here and stream with you. I really like the idea of streaming daily. I think we're starting to hit a rhythm, and I think this is also a good way of us to ensure that our collaboration continues. Because I think, what's that?
That way we can get some reach.
Yeah. Because I think what we're doing is people will get into it. I think that the night that we had Brianna pop into the stream, it got the most views. And then the 3 of us were on there.
So Brianna brings that energy.
Yeah. And it's youth. That's what it is.
You're not wrong. Because
at
this point in time, I'm like coming down on the energy tank. So she be coming with the energy all the time.
Yeah. Boundless youthful energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. You're like, all right, yeah, let's call it early. And she jumped on. We're like, oh, it's midnight. Let's keep going.
I know. I got all energized just to speak with all three of us. I was like, let's go. Yeah. It was good times.
She's gonna be a superstar.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And then we got to see if we can get AD back in here. Yeah, his job must keep him like going.
I think so.
But yeah.
You're in the bag.
Yeah, I do like this setup much better than straight OBS. So another thing to keep in mind is that we can do an overlay, right? Like that will give us, we can put, overlays for the various setups so that, it's already got our labels here.
Mm-hmm.
But, we can have like your logo in one corner, my logo in another corner, maybe like information about websites, where to find our other socials. We can create little promo videos so that, if we want to like, all right, here's a clip of what we're working on, you know what I mean? And then like have it overplay us. And even animated backgrounds.
Do you want the 4 screens?
What's that?
What? We can talk about it later, which kind of layout it would be, and then create an overlay for that.
So the sweet part is like, I can show an overlay and then switch to another one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if we switch to the other layout, then I can just switch to a different overlay.
All right.
Right? But I think primarily the one I like is, especially if we're doing like a, hey, everybody, follow as Fred takes us through how to do this really cool feature of Clip Studio, right? And as you're working, you're explaining it, and then I could be like, oh, so what you're saying is, and I think a lot of people will really enjoy that type of tutorial / stream versus, where I just get on here and just like quietly drawing, and people are like, what's he doing? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll use my marketing strategist stuff that I just learned and come up with a 15 or 30-day themes of what we can do, tackle some topics and bring value to the conversation, solve some problems.
Yeah, definitely. And maybe we can get our streaming cred up enough so that YouTube gives us more bandwidth.
Not wrong. Yeah, when you're YPP, I think it comes with like a those perks.
What's that?
When you're YouTube partner program, YPP.
Yeah.
I think it comes with those perks.
Yeah. And until then, you're just a blurry little blob on the screen. Because technically, it used to be like you couldn't even live stream unless you had at minimum 1,000, right? On YouTube.
I don't know about that one. When I tried to start, it was freaking. I had to submit that I was who I was, but that's all I had.
Okay. Yeah, I read maybe that's mobile streaming. Still, I mean, like, come on, YouTube, like that. Maybe it looks good, better on the screen. Like if I go to
maybe
YouTube.
it looks bad on mobile. Maybe it looks better, and let's find out.
Oh. Yeah, no, it looks pretty good on the computer. It looks really bad on mobile. That might be my phone, though. I'm starting to think it might be my phone. I got to upgrade, but if few years ago, my wife was like, "We should be paying so much for phones." I was like, "But I gotta have the latest one." Yeah, so I think we're going to have to encourage folks to like, hey, if you want to get the most out of our streams, if you're following along and wanting to know what we're doing in Clip Studio, Paint, Fresco, or Adobe, Photoshop, follow us or watch on your PC or desktop. If you're watching from mobile, make sure you have a really good mobile provider, because I do not. Now, I think it's the fact that my phone is so old, it only does 2G and 3G.
Yeah, you need to come at least 4G.
I can't afford 4G. So I've been buying older phones because my wife is like, I was like,
they're very expensive.
Yeah,
but
if you're playing for the plan, and usually the plan is like, hey, upgrade your phone and we'll just wrap it into your plan.
Yeah.
And after a while, she was like, "Oh my gosh, that's how much we're paying." She'd be mad at me if she heard me doing her voice like that. So it might be time to upgrade and do a hand-me-down, give my kids my phone.
Well, the stream looks good on desktop. I just looked at it for a good minute, and it might be your phone.
Yeah, I think it's definitely my phone, because I'm looking at it on YouTube on my desktop as well,
Yes.
And you can see all of your controls in Clip Studio.
Yep, and I saw your screen on 2D Paint. Man, we got so much value that we could just be spreading along and telling people, yo, 2D Paint is over here, and you got the studio over here, and then you got a Wacom over there, and you got that Mobile Studio Pro over here, and you got a 20-year seasoned veteran animator over here, and you got someone who's learning over here. I mean, we got so much.
Yeah, and apparently you can drop affiliate links in this bad boy. Yeah, and be like, hey, if you're interested in learning and using Clip Studio, you want to get a copy of it, click on our affiliate link, and blah 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 blah, money.
Well, I looked at an affiliate program, and it's like not through Clip Studio, it's through like a third party. So they want all your information in order to do it. I was like, nah, I'm cool.
For
ambassador program, that's what it was called. It was an ambassador.
Oh, TikTok?
No, for Clip Studio Paint.
Oh.
Yeah, it was an ambassador program. But now they just recently launched a I think they call it ambassadors. They're like masters of Clip Studio, and it's through Celsius, which is the parent company.
Yeah, they also what was their thing? They have that thing where if you make tutorials for them, they'll hook you up.
So the monthly competition? Yeah.
So
that's a good way to get in there and to go direct with them. Come on,
yeah, so maybe we can this stream tonight was kind of like all right, we've got a new system, it works better. Didn't really get any work done, but it's cool.
Oh, we got work done. It was planning and execution, just not animating.
For real, yeah, that is true. I'm playing with all these different features. Here's everybody.
Very good. But yeah, we can plan for tomorrow, 6:30, one of those.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, and then because I've been having, since a lot of my clients are still on the West Coast, like I had for them what was a 3:00 meeting for them. They're still at work. It was a 6:00 meeting for me, but those are pretty rare.
Seven will work for me too, because
Yeah.
right around then my kids are starting chores and I can just close it up.
Nice. Let me look at my calendar, and I don't think I have anything coming up in future. Okay, so yeah, today is the 28th. Nothing. Yeah. So my Captain Compassion meetings. Looks like the next one will be at 5:30. Yeah, and then of course I should be good till about the 11th, and then on the 11th I'll have to sort of drop out, and then we can pick it up again in August.
Yeah.
And then we can do like 7 o'clocks. Well, maybe in August, because we'll get back. If everything goes as planned, we'll sign our house over on the sign the house buying on the 21st. Then when we get back into town on the 26th, we should we'll probably spend that 26th through hopefully the 1st getting moved in. It's gonna be crazy. So I guess what I'm saying is probably won't be any consistent streaming till about mid-August.
Don't worry, we'll work it because July is packed for me. I got 2 birthdays and 2 conferences. So
yeah. But I am really liking this OBS Restream Studio. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Although I wonder what happens. I mean, assume that if I accidentally close down the browser window, the whole stream goes away. That's dangerous, right?
Well, shoot, I'll sign us off and then we can find out.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
You want to? Yeah. So, cool. Yeah. Sweet. We will. Well, we can definitely try again tomorrow. Are you available tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay. So tomorrow we're gonna aim for 7 o'clock, and then we can also start publishing our stream schedule for people to anticipate us being online. And even give them a heads up of what we're working on and what they can expect. So,
yeah.
Until then,
word up.
Awesome. I'm Nick Butler on the Turtle Dust Media live stream with.
Yeah, and I'm King Sykes, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to our channels. All your appreciation, we appreciate all of that. You know, we got things to do. We want to share them with you.
Yes, and remember, Black Animation Matters. Bam. Very cool. Awesome. All right. So the experiment is what happens if I just close the browser window.
Yep.
You have a good night, sir. If it does shut down. If it does something cool, then we will do a second outro. But until then, have a good night.
See ya.
It's giving me the option, so it warns me. Leave the sites, changes may not be saved. So I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to end the stream, so it saves our stream. So.